We are now going to be moving on to Lina Homrighausen, and she's from the Universität of Duisburg-Essen, and she's going to be talking to us today about what history, her story. Come to the stage, give her a round of applause, everybody.
I'm a woman of my generation. I believe in feminism, I believe in equal rights for all, and that those are essential for our democracy. I also worry when I see women's rights across the world being threatened or taken away. As a future educator, I will be teaching our new generation in English and history, which is why I'm often drawn to the people who came before me, the women who came before me and led the path that I get to live in, the rights that I have myself. In my research, I try to combine my passions. Therefore, as a history-interested person and also as an avid reader with interest on American studies, I chose to focus on women of the United States and how they gained their voting rights. I do so by focusing on the novels they left us. In the Progressive Era. The Progressive Era is a time before and after 1900. It's the time in which women had entered public spheres. They had started to build American cities, and they had actually built social structures. What they did not have, though, is the right to vote until the year 1919. During that time, they started to organize themselves, which is why the Progressive Era is the height of the women's suffrage movement. So how women organized themselves to gain the right to vote across all of the United States. What I do in my research is I try and find these women, these activists, and the stories they wrote during that time. I want to, in my master thesis, see how their stories connect to the historic value that they also left us. Because scholarship has found that although fictional novels are fictional, they do have historic vitality. In doing so, I hope to see how these women represent themselves. What were their organizations like? What did they believe in? And what did these women give their protagonists as a vision of a future? I believe by considering these novels, we add to history. Because as you might know, history is often written by men. So by adding her history or her story to our history books, I believe that we have a new perspective that can be found on voting rights. And also we might have a reminder of where our rights came from and why those rights, if they are being threatened, need to be protected. Thank you.